The real reason for Sophia Hutchins' death has finally been revealed. Sophia died on July 2nd in an ATV accident near Jenner's condo. She was only 29. While stepping out for a coffee run on Thursday in Malibu, California, where she lives, Caitlin told the Daily Mail she was going through tough times and regrets the last conversation with Sophia. Sophia was reportedly driving the four-wheeler when she collided with the bumper of a moving vehicle, throwing both her and her ATV off the road and down a 350-foot ravine. According to aerial footage of the crash site, Sophia's ATV landed upside down on top of an old car that had also plunged down the cliff. Emergency responders pronounced her dead at the scene. No one else was injured. It's still unclear where Caitlin was at the time of the fatal crash. But now Caitlyn Jenner has spoken out about her final moment and her final conversation with Sophia, and it's really sad. Caitlyn deeply regrets her last conversation, or rather, the non-last conversation that was supposed to happen. So, how exactly did it all happen? To understand the final conversation between Caitlyn and Sophia, we have to go back to the beginning. Caitlyn and Sophia first crossed paths in 2015 through a shared hairstylist and makeup artist. Caitlyn, newly out as transgender and steps beyond her public transition, was attending a photo shoot, the same shoot where Sophia, then in college at Pepperdine, also had hairstyling done. Sophia recounted that the stylist introduced them by saying, "Caitlyn would like to meet you," and their connection was immediate. "We got really close as friends." That chance meeting sparked a decade-long relationship marked by mutual admiration, professional partnership, familial closeness, and ultimately a tragic rupture. From early on, Sophia acknowledged how Caitlyn's courage helped shape her own journey. In a Pepperdine University publication, Sophia shared that seeing Caitlyn live openly as a successful transgender woman made the idea of transitioning so much more real. Normal and successful people do this, and people are okay when they do it. In 2016, Sophia began her transition, deeply influenced by Caitlyn's example. The following year, after earning a degree in finance and economics in 2019, she stepped fully into Caitlyn's life by offering to manage her career. Following Caitlyn's divorce from Kris Jenner, Sophia noted that Caitlyn didn't have a manager, Kris wasn't doing it anymore. "I felt I could do a really good job." She was candid about the unsteady financial oversight surrounding Caitlyn's brand, saying it was a financial Esta show that demanded structure. Sophia officially assumed managerial duties in 2017. She took control of Caitlyn's bookings, speaking engagements, philanthropic initiatives, and served as CEO and director of the Caitlyn Jenner Foundation. She also launched her own sunscreen company, Lumisol, and earned respect as a trans entrepreneur and health tech leader. Sophia soon became not just Caitlyn's manager, but also her housemate. They moved into Caitlyn's $3.5 million Malibu home and shared everyday life, home-cooked meals, walks, shared dogs, and companionable silences. They were inseparable, both publicly and privately, with Sophia appearing regularly on Caitlyn's documentary series, I Am Kate.
So, we're just waiting on Sophia, but we're gonna get going. Oh my gosh,
I'm
you're
here. I had to make a quick stop at the bar.
Okay.
With my Casamigos Blanca, of course.
God.
In 2018, Sophia described their relationship in clear, unwavering terms. "We're partners. I would not use the word girlfriend. We share a dog, we share family, we share a life together," adding that it was not romantic, but deeply symbiotic. Through it all, Sophia matured as a philanthropist. She led the Caitlyn Jenner Foundation, focused on advancing transgender equality, granting awards, and funding supportive programs. She leveraged her connections, especially among the Kardashian-Jenner clan, for her skincare venture, raising millions for Lumisol. Sophia balanced public scrutiny with private ambition, all while remaining loyal to Caitlyn's vision and legacy. Their rhythm changed abruptly on the morning of July 2nd, 2025. Sophia was driving a 2013 Polaris ATV southbound on Decker Canyon Road, just half a mile from the Malibu residence she shared with Caitlyn. According to Sergeant Eduardo Saucedo of the LA County Sheriff's Department, She rear-ended a gray 2016 Mazda 6 occupied by a local realtor and a companion trying to pass. Possibly due to speed, the ATV clipped the car and veered off a hairpin curve. It plummeted roughly 350 feet down a steep ravine, landing atop an old wreck and coming to a stop in a narrow canyon pocket. Emergency crews rappelled down the cliff to reach the mangled ATV and Sophia's body. She was pronounced dead at the scene. The Mazda's occupants escaped unharmed. Authorities are awaiting toxicology reports, but found no immediate signs of intoxication. Caitlin was nearby and arrived during the law enforcement response. She stayed at the scene through much of the investigation. In the following days, friends observed Caitlin making subdued solo errands, coffee runs, grocery trips through Malibu, often flanked by Sophia's mother. In one moment of public grief, Caitlin stood outside Starbucks and received a consoling hug from friends. These glimpses showed a woman reduced to sorrow, numb, overwhelmed, and inconsolable, as insiders put it. Their last conversation took place on the morning of July 2nd. They spoke while Sophia was getting ready to leave. Caitlin told Sophia not to do any crazy stunts because she was too young to die, a statement that was made as a joke, but which Caitlin now regrets, as if she sensed it and brought it upon herself. According to insiders, Caitlin is not doing well and feels very guilty. According to her, she should have protected Sophia, she should have been there, she could have prevented the danger. Caitlin also wanted to give her a hug, which they normally do, but this morning, due to Sophia's haste, it did not happen. The void Sophia leaves behind is profound. For Caitlin, losing not just a manager, but a companion, confidant, and family member is devastating. Sophia was there when Caitlin first emerged as Caitlin, held her hand during controversy, and guided her nonprofit and business ventures. She'd been her anchor and voice of reason, the intellect behind logistic clarity, and a protective spirit at her side. In public grief, Caitlin has not spoken further, but the world around her remembers Sophia's vibrant mind, political engagement, trans advocacy, entrepreneurial grit, and unblinking loyalty. Alongside the headlines of national tragedy, the narrative of two trans women who found mutual refuge in fame, media, politics, and identity resonates deeply. Sophia's death hollows their shared story, cut short at its peak, leaving friends and family to fill the silence with memories. The summer of 2025 will be marked by grief for both Caitlin and a community of trans and entrepreneurial advocates, inspired by Sophia's presence. The pages that remain will have to be written by Caitlin and the wider world they touched. But in every tribute, memoir, foundation update, nonprofit conference, and future Caitlin appearance, Sophia's influence will ripple outward.